Hey. Oh, man. Oh, God, this is so comfy. I'm just gonna lie here and suffocate on my own vomit now.
I had a thing I wanted to tell you.
Uh-huh. This room sure looks different when it's spinning.
So I was browsing through the used book ads in the paper when
Listen, Eileen, I'm totally excited about books right now, but...
Wait, hear me out. So I noticed this article about a war veteran from Conwell Springs who just died. I remembered that you used to live there and everything, and...
Oh, how I wish for joyful, blissful sleep.
And get this! His name was Joseph. Joseph Rain.
What did you just say?
You knew him, right? I knew it! I knew you'd know him.
All right, well, welcome, dear viewers, to Saving Often. We're getting right into the action here with Kathy Rain, the director's cut. I am joined by David because I can't do this alone.
I'm here, and Rick's a good host here because he sprung for the director's cut of Kathy Rain. Like, you guys could have gotten the basic bitch package, but here we are with the luxury model. So leave a like for that at least.
Yeah, I mean, I only the finest. I mean, what is $7.50 for my dear YouTube viewers?
There's a little bit of a funny element to this. When we were deciding what game to play next, I suggested Kathy Rain, and Rick apparently had at least the base version in his Steam library and didn't know where it came from. It just was there. So that
I remember getting it.
It was fate. Providence provided this game to us.
Yeah, and then I turned around and bought it anyway. Because,
well, yeah, I mean, you no half measures here.
Exactly. Like, part of the reason that we chose this was because, it looked interesting and looks, it's an adventure game, and it looks like a very well-regarded indie adventure game, and I already had it in my Steam library, so yeah, what the hell. We'll do Kathy Rain. It's, no money spent. And then shortly before recording this, I saw there was a director's cut, and I thought, well, what's a few dollars? What's a few dollars for you? Anyway, this is Kathy Rain, A Detective is Born, and this is the director's cut, which was released, I believe, in October 21, at least if the Steam store page is to be believed. This was developed by Clifftop Games, looks to be an AGS adventure game. Even the original was just within the past few years, so it's not a very old game, but we know almost nothing about this. At least I know almost nothing about this, aside from the fact that, like I said, it seems to be a pretty well-regarded point-and-click modern adventure game. So we figured, it would be worth a shot, and we're gonna see how it goes.
Yeah, I know it only by reputation here. People seem to like it. I get a lot of kind of Gabriel Knight adjacent vibes on the surface here. And so far, my impressions of the actual content is that our roommate really can't read the room.
Well, of course she can't read the room because it's spinning.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we need to find out more about this Joseph Rain fellow. The first thing that I notice on this scene as I sit here talking to you is there's a Titanic poster on the wall, so... I don't know if that's going to give us...
Now that's world building right there.
I don't know if that's going to give us some sense of the era that this takes place, but maybe late 90s, early aughts, or, maybe these ladies are just big fans of the classics. Classics like Titanic. So who is...
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, and Pulp Fiction. Oh yeah, that's over there too, isn't it? I can't pick out the others. Maybe the Warriors? That kind of looks like Batman.
Looks
I don't
know. Blue Tower, Orange Sky. I don't know. But Joseph, probably our granddad. Unless we want to be cagey. We want to be cagey about like our relation to this guy.
This over here is a cross of Jesus.
And in relation, yeah, I think I read about that in the Bible.
Yeah, so we're getting a picture of these two roommates. Right off the rip here. You've got edgier Kathy Rain with her guitar and her Warriors poster, and Eileen over here with her cross and her romance films, and Yeah, so let's see. Who is Joseph Rain? He is or was my grandfather. I really don't want to talk about it, or I haven't seen him since I was a kid, a lifetime ago. Let's just be direct.
Yeah, was my grandfather. Hey, wait a minute. I never told you where I grew up.
Oh, well, I might have sort of looked you up.
That is not cool, Eileen. Seriously.
I just couldn't help myself.
Well, one of these days you're gonna help yourself to a restraining order. I'm just telling you this as a friend.
I know.
Jeez, all she did was Google us.
You should know that the funeral is tomorrow.
Okay.
Are you gonna go?
I don't know. Good night, Eileen.
Good night, Kathy.
Oh yeah, she's gone. Time to ransack our dorm room.
All right, 1995, September 25th.
Oh, God, make it stop. Looks like Eileen left a note for me here. Hi, Kat. Since it's such a long drive, I set the alarm so you won't miss the funeral. Thank me later. E. I'm so getting a new roommate. Well, I guess I should get going. I'm late enough as it is.
Do they have like bunk beds in spite of the fact that there's only 2 of them? Like they got 4 beds, or is it just like storage space?
Looks like they are bunk beds, but probably storage space. I can hold space bar. Oh, look at all those interactable items.
Wow, we can touch everything.
Oh man, this is going to be a longer playthrough than Star Trek 25th Anniversary. Let's get to it.
That movie's not out yet. It's a promo poster Eileen got for being an extra. She tells everyone who walks in here the same joke. Spoiler alert, the boat sinks. I'm fairly sure it's about some guy who falls in love with his golden retriever. I think that movie is about a girl and a boy who hate each other at first and then they fall in love for no reason at all. Oh, wait. That's every romantic comedy ever.
How cynical. It's not your genre, is it?
We meet again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look. It's not my fault you ended up so close to my lighter.
Well, that's rude.
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood, and contempt for humanity check.
Kathy's a bit on the nose, isn't she?
Apparently.
Eileen's closet, filled to the brink with inherited clothes and Christian joy.
So, starting a betting pool, is Eileen going to be the true villain twist at the end? Yes, no?
I hope not. She's too sweet for that. She wants us to go to her grandfather's funeral. It's a good friend, regardless of what Kathy thinks. I'm pegging it now. This poster, 2 people falling in love despite, nothing at all, whatever. That's gonna be Kathy and Eileen. They're gonna become best friends by the end of this adventure game.
Could be.
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full name, Eileen Mildred Summers. Mildred. Oh my God, I'm gonna get her for that. I wish I could wrap up that fact and save it for Christmas.
Something tells me she wouldn't be amused.
Eileen makes her
There's
bed with
nothing wrong with the
surgical
name
precision.
Mildred.
Honestly, she can believe in what she wants as long as she doesn't try to shove it down my throat. Eileen's schedule. There's a note for today. Set alarm clock for Kathy. Can't have her miss the funeral.
How nice. Oh, I got an achievement, procrastinator. Probably for looking at too many things instead of going to the damn funeral.
Color printer. Super fancy, apparently. A fact which Eileen loves to remind me of. Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes. I'm no geek, but I know how to use one. A computer, that is, not a geek.
It can be both.
Why not? Why not both?
It's some advanced scanner thingy. Our room phone. It's got an external line. I don't need to make any calls right now.
I'm almost certain that the scanner is going to factor into a puzzle.
I'm sure it is.
The Thing. One of my favorite horror movies.
Oh, okay.
That's not The Warrior at all.
I was wrong.
Pulp Fiction. Love that flick. Just some random band poster.
Wow. Well, I'm
It's
0
still a
for 2
mystery
here.
then.
My electric guitar. Got it cheap from a lesbian I met at a concert. Helped me get rid of my last 2 roommates. Messy. Just the way I like it.
Is there anything we've missed here? I don't think so.
Does this follow like the broken sword model where it is look and use on right and left click, or
Nope.
is it just all one click?
It seems like everything is left click.
Okay.
I do think that I saw something about them streamlining the interface to be a one mouse button affair. But we do have an inventory here. What do we got?
I'll write down clues in this as I find them.
What clues?
500 self-defense stun gun. My smoke's about a half a pack. Started when I was 12 and never looked back. Pretty much the only thing keeping me sane.
No, Kathy, you only think they're keeping you sane because of the cigarettes. You should really quit.
My trusty Zippo. The only thing my deadbeat dad left me. There's a crude inscription, BH, which is a mystery to me. My trusty Zip. There's a...
Okay, so right click would also look.
Yes, it's for Bacathy Heroine.
Oh, I see. I see what we're doing here. This is a Broken Sword 2 director's cut thing where this was probably
this is optimized for mobile.
Yeah, probably optimized for mobile because I can click and drag.
Oh, I do enjoy burning things, just not that. Don't tempt me.
So on the bright side, Rick,
smoke outdoors.
all that time you spent on Broken Sword 2 will not be wasted. It was training for Kathy Rain.
Oh, good. All right, let's get the hell out of here. I hope this has full throttle motorcycle combat.
We can go to cemetery.
Can't go back to our room, though. All right.
Why would we ever go back to school?
Ugh, just my luck.
Do you know why I pulled you over, ma'am?
I'm glad that every single one of these is snarky. I don't even get the choice to comply.
That ticket quota of yours wasn't gonna fill itself?
Trying to be a smartass, ma'am? Nobody likes a smartass. Do you know how fast you were going?
Yes.
And?
Yes, sir?
A smartass playing dumb. Aren't you just a perfect blend of obnoxious?
I guess so. Look, I'm really sorry, officer. I'm in a huge hurry to this thing, and the road has been empty for miles. You know how it is.
Well, what I do know is that the speed limit here is 65. I clocked you at 77. You're getting a ticket.
Oh, to the movies? I prefer horror flicks.
Regular comedian, huh? Don't quit your day job.
Well, here we are after a 40-minute drive and a harebrained speeding ticket. God, I really need a smoke. Does anyone object? Guess not. Dead people rule.
Well, on the bright side, we can detect infrared lasers now.
Our motorcycle is the Catmobile.
I see.
Okay. Do I get to click on anything? Okay, there we go. I had to flick away the cigarette first. All right, well, what are the odds that we've got some goofy puns here on these tombstones?
I hope so.
No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral.
Oh, come on. Live a little.
No time for that now. I'm late for the funeral.
All right, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to want some goofy
No,
puns.
I'm not leaving just yet. No time for that now. I'm late for...
You're not going to make 50 hotspots for every single tombstone and then not let me click on them.
Right?
We are gathered here today to honor a person of great integrity, a pillar of the community, and a decorated war hero. His name was Joseph Irving Rain. We all remember his warm heart, his compassion, and his eagerness to help others. His passing, while our loss, is surely heaven's gain. Now we entrust our brother Joseph to God's mercy. We commit his body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. In sure and certain hope of the resurrection to eternal life through our Lord Jesus Christ, who will transform our frail bodies so that they may be conformed to his glorious body, who died, was buried, and rose again for us. To him be glory forever. Amen.
And then Kathy's like, ugh, God, give me a break, right, guys?
Oh, Kathy, you big baby. Just talk to her. Excuse me? Mrs. Rain?
Have we met, Anna? You look strangely familiar.
It's me. It's Catherine.
Catherine who?
You don't recognize me? I guess it's been a while. I might be a bit taller than you remember me.
Kathy? Bless my soul. Look at you, all grown up. Oh, how I wish Joseph could see you now, finally coming home.
Let's hope he can. Wherever he is.
A comforting thought, dear. Lord, how long has it been? 10 years? 15?
15 sounds about right. I was 6 when Mom took me away.
Goodness, we have some catching up to do then. I want to know everything. Listen, I'm not quite ready to leave yet, but why don't you join me at the house in half an hour?
Sure, I'd love to. I passed it on my way here. It shouldn't be too hard to find.
I'll see you soon then. I'm so glad you found your way back home. I can't wait for us to have a chance to talk.
Same here. See you in a bit. Rest in peace, Grandpa. I wish things could have been different.
It's like, okay, now we have all the time in the world to read tombstone puns.
Conwell Springs. I never thought I'd return to this place.
Joseph Irving Rain, March 17th, 1924, September 18th, 1995.
Had a good run.
Elizabeth Parker. Eric Mitchell.
These aren't jokes.
Lily Myers.
A family mausoleum. It says price. The family must have been fairly rich. Those things don't come cheap.
I'm very jaded, and I suspect that these tombstones are Kickstarter backers.
That would make sense.
You don't want to get me started. Let's just say me and the humble servants of God have a history of not getting along.
I'm glad that my weight icon is just head-shaped so that I can put it over people's faces.
Let's just say me and the
Hold on
I'm
a second.
sorry for your loss.
Thanks.
If you wish to find God, the Church of the Holy Trinity is always open to you.
Is that so?
Here, have a brochure. It's never too late to turn away from a path of sin.
And what makes you so sure I'm on a sinful path, Father? Wouldn't you say that prejudice is but a small step from the 7 big ones? You're not familiar with the concept of a lost cause, are you? No sin, but what am I supposed to do for fun?
No sin, but what am I supposed to do for fun?
Behind those words is a deep wound, a desire to belong. If you let him, Christ can fill that void.
Ugh, please don't make Christ fill my void. I'm totally not up for that.
With the crude facade of a lost soul, I'll pray for you. I wish you comfort in this time of grief.
Kathy has one response to all situations, and that is snark.
Yeah. Oh, good. We can go to Old Lady. Bike selection.
Ooh.
Oh, I can get new bikes. Well.
You can get classic and 6 mysteries.
I hope one of
5
them is
mysteries.
raspberry.
Grandma, anybody home?
Grandma, I need to start some sort of mystery adventure. I need you to give me a hook for that.
I've got a notebook. What do I do with it?
Nice black leather coat. Right up my alley. Nice black leather. A mere single pair of boots on display. Boy, do we live in different worlds. There's nothing quite like the soothing sound of rain falling on a window. Dog fighting. Grandpa used to love that stuff.
I didn't look at the picture until afterwards. I thought, like, wow, that's just brutal. Just having dogs fight each other.
Wow, Grandpa was an asshole.
Some kind of winter forest scene. I've always wondered if it's supposed to be Conwell Woods or not. A wedding photo from when my grandparents married. They look younger than I am now. Things have sure changed. It's a photo of this very farm from way back. It says June 12, 1910 in the corner.
Oh yeah, we get to input a number at some point.
I don't have anything to search for yet. A small table lamp. An old wheelchair. Not too dusty. Grandpa must have used it towards the end.
After our last couple of adventure games, I am going to abuse the shit out of this feature.
I mean,
Cute red horse. It's
This-
some
this
old
will
Swedish
prevent
thing,
you
I think. This
from
book
getting
looks
stuck
fresh.
on
Grandma
not
must
clicking in
have
the
had
right
this stored
geometric
this way.
shape. I think that's everything. We haven't
Looks
checked out
like
the
it.
living room.
There's a living room and there's upstairs. I guess we'll check the living room first.
Grandma, where's my mystery?
Oh, hello, dear. I was just wondering what took you so long.
Sorry, I couldn't resist taking that old wheelchair for a spin. Oh, don't give me that look. I put it back.
You haven't changed one bit. Always kidding around, just like when you were little. Come have a seat. We have so much to talk about.
You always were a kidder, Steve.
So, now, tell me about your life in the city.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I'm going to school for journalism. It's my 2nd year. I ride a motorcycle in case you missed it there out front.
Ah, that's right. Just like your father.
Yeah, I suppose.
I must ask, have you heard anything from your father? Anything at all?
No, nothing since he bailed way back then.
I expected as much. He disappeared without a trace. No matter, that's ancient history. How's Sharon, then?
Interesting. I thought this was Kathy's dialogue choices. at first.
Tell the truth, Grandma.
Tell the truth, Grandma.
Mom's good. Yeah. She's kind of between jobs right now, but things are okay.
I'm glad to hear it. I was worried about how you two would cope in the city, considering Sharon's problems.
Yeah, about that. I'm sorry I didn't visit sooner, Grandma. Mom, she told me all these horrible lies about you and Grandpa. When I was old enough to understand what she was doing, I felt like it was much too late.
It wasn't your fault, dear. You were a child. I'm just happy that you're here now.
Me too. So, what about you? How have you been doing all these years?
I've been lonely ever since the accident. There's no denying that.
What accident?
Goodness gracious. Of course you don't know. She took you away before it all happened.
Don't know what.
I will never forget that dreadful day. August 16th, 1981. It was the middle of the night when Sheriff Truman knocked on our door. He had Joseph with him. I couldn't even recognize Joseph at first, all dirty and wet with an awful blank stare on his face, like his soul had been ripped from his body. Since that day, he never spoke a word, forever confined to that blasted wheelchair.
Really? For all this time? I had no idea.
It came as a shock to all of us.
That's horrible, Grandma. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear.
Why do you think Grandpa suddenly left that night in 81?
I haven't the faintest idea. He acted very peculiar not long before it happened, disappearing for hours at a time. At first, I even suspected he was having an affair. When I asked him about it, he just said he was chasing old demons. Must have had something to do with the war.
Maybe it was post-traumatic stress disorder? Grandpa always had a hard time showing weakness.
I don't know, dear. I'm just speculating. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Joseph was a man of few words. I'm sure he just didn't wish to burden me with it, whatever it was.
What did the doctors have to say about Grandpa's condition?
Persistent vegetative state. That's what they call it. I've heard it all by now. One doctor said it was a stroke. Another claimed it was a seizure. The third hack tried to sell it off as a severe infection. It's all a load of tripe. I had an MRI performed on Joseph. It's one of those state-of-the-art head scans.
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yes, well, according to the scan, his brain was completely intact. They thought it was a technical problem at the time, some kind of glitch, but the result was the same after 3 different scans on 3 different machines. Eventually, they had to confess that they simply had no credible explanation for the state he was in.
And this injury just happened to occur on the very same night he mysteriously disappears?
Indeed. I refuse to believe it was a coincidence.
What did Sheriff Truman have to say about the matter?
Not much. He said they simply found Joseph in that condition on the outskirts of town. The sheriff was convinced there was some kind of foul play involved, but the investigation turned up nothing. He later said that he was sorry, but that he was forced to close the case.
You know, I could try to find out more about this.
You're welcome to try, dear. Some kind of closure would mean the world to me.
Okay, I think I'll head over to the sheriff's station for a little chat then. Would be nice to witness police doing some actual police service for once.
Sure, you go ahead. Let me know if I can be of any more help.
I'm gonna crack this decade-long case wide open.
We have our core mystery. Grandma delivered.
I don't want to show her that. She'll just start worrying about me.
Want some smokes, Grandma?
I don't want to show her. What do you think about this church, Grandma?
They seem harmless to me, but they can be a bit pushy at times.
Huh, you could say that. Handing out pamphlets at funerals is in pretty bad taste.
Awfully strange behavior for a priest, I'll give you that.
You know, I was thinking that was awfully weird and tasteless, giving you a pamphlet and saying, here, this will tell you everything you need to know about God. Let him into your heart.
I mean, like, I felt like that it either was the game authors wanting to be a little pushy themselves about their beliefs, or else that they're setting up a the church is the bad guys thing.
Yeah.
There has been a lot of emphasis on the Christian iconography so far.
There has. I'll be curious to see where that goes as we proceed through the game. But for now, we've got stuff to click on.
Planes, planes, and more planes. Planes. Grandpa in his Air Force uniform looks to be in his early 20s. Planes, planes. Some woman dressed fancy. I'm not sure how I'm related to her, but she has my hair. That's my great-grandfather, Eric Wren. I never met him. They changed the spelling to Rain after he died, I think. Expensive-looking scotch. That thing has been standing there forever.
I mean, Grandpa's been comatose for 14 years, so...
I used to love digging through those drawers when I was a kid, looking for coins, buttons, and trinkets. Nice leather chair. Freckles, the old farm cat, used to love that thing. Grandma has prepared some tea for us.
I'm not gonna have any. I'm just gonna admire it.
A decent-sized book collection. Most of them science or history related from the looks of it. An intricate toy airplane with moving parts. I remember playing with that. Grandpa had a whole collection of them. That's where the nice china is kept, only for special occasions. I have yet to see it outside the cabinet. Grandma always had a penchant for little angel figurines like these. I bet E would love them. A painting of a blue sky with clouds. Probably supposed to be a backdrop for those angels. There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
Okay, no new
Bye,
dialogue
Grandma.
with her.
I'll be back.
So long.
Never mind, Grandma.
There are...
Very well.
See you later.
Take care.
All right, time to go snoop upstairs.
I shouldn't overstay my welcome.
Or not.
Come on. Now I want to know what's up there. Dear Lord, I hope the upstairs doesn't become our knothole.
This whole set piece reminds me very strongly of the Gabriel night scene where you visit your relative. And she's just a sweet old lady, and she's got very little to do with the mystery, but...
I was thinking the same thing, especially the upstairs attic. I wonder what we're going to find up there. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of Gabriel Knight vibes from this in the best way.
I'm here to pay my ticket and also yell about my grandpa's mystery.
Land of the free. Not their peak hours, it seems. A medieval fortress near an ocean, probably supposed to be somewhere in Europe.
What bum?
The one in the cell.
The one standing in front of me.
You.
Well, shit.
All right. Well, anyway.
Excuse me, I was examining the environment.
Cops lining up for a photo.
So this guy just shouted something to the sheriff about the bum. The sheriff said he doesn't know anything about him. He thought he was with this guy. This guy says, "Oh shit," and they just go back to their paperwork.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, we can drug him.
Adventure game instinct.
A medieval fortress near an ocean, probably supposed to be various notices and a wanted poster.
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Okay, I guess.
Fax machines, the pinnacle of modern technology.
You have to cancel lunch today.
Again?
Oh, shit!
Oh, man.
Your motivation shouldn't be limited by your growling stomach, Lenny.
If you say so, boss.
Hi.
Hello.
Do I have to commit a crime to get your attention? Because I seriously will.
Ma'am, I'm really quite busy at the moment. Hey, wait. I know you.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
Yes, I do. You're Kathy. Kathy Rain.
My reputation precedes me, in a kind of but not totally creepy way.
Aw, come on. It's me, Lenny. Lenny Marks.
I'm drawing a blank.
Really? You don't remember us playing when we were little kids?
Not really. Sorry, buddy.
Darn. Well, that's a bummer. Anyway, what can I do for you today?
Yeah, that won't get me into trouble at all. I don't want to show.
Have you heard of
What's
God?
your opinion on this church?
I think it's a nice enough church. Why?
I don't know. The priest seemed odd. Kinda pushy.
Yeah, I get your point. But I know the guy. He's harmless.
If you say so. I wanted to ask
This
if
is
you
going to
know
be our
anything about my
broken
grandfather's
sword
accident.
snot rag.
I really don't know much beyond the rumors. The sheriff may have more information, but even he probably doesn't know anything that isn't in the report. It happened before either of us worked here.
Okay, I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff then.
Sure thing. His office is to your right.
I'm sure that'll go well.
Well, gotta go.
Good luck. Oh, and have a complimentary cup of joe if you want.
Ah, maybe later. Thanks.
Sure thing. See ya.
Drawing our attention to the coffee. I'm way ahead of you.
Lots of police reports. They all look fairly recent, though. Nothing older than 1990. Coffee cups, both used and unused.
Wow, man, just like lay off. That is a lot of caffeine.
Seriously. You're gonna wreck
Okay, so
your
we-
kidneys,
Just your
dude.
standard coffee maker. What should I do with it?
Slip the brochure. Oh, you have it.
I guess I could mess around with this, but only as a last resort. I should make sure that the cops aren't going to help me willingly first.
So, we slip the brochure into the coffee so that he reads it and then he converts to God and is nicer to us.
Nah, I need those for self-intoxication. Oh crap, it's you again.
The smartass returns. You have some more crimes to confess?
Oh, maybe a felony or two.
Wouldn't be surprised. Look, I'm busy here. What do you want?
I just have a few questions, that's all.
Fine. Go ahead.
What's your opinion on this church?
It's a fine church. I go there myself every Sunday.
The plot thickens.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to show him. Yeah, that... Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in 81?
He had a stroke in the woods. That's what happened.
If that's all there is, why would Sheriff Truman open an investigation?
It was just standard procedure. A general occurrence report always has to be filed.
I see. Did you know him at all?
No, I haven't been in town for long. Man sure has one hell of a reputation, though. It's been over a decade since he was put in that wheelchair, and people still talk about the man he used to be. It's like he was a cult leader or something.
Sounds like a conspiracy theory to me.
Could be, but you know what they say. Things too good to be true usually are.
Is that what they say?
I did feel like that the eulogy was especially glowing considering that he's been in a vegetative state for 14 years.
Mm-hmm.
Could I have a look at that report?
Absolutely not. They're official police documents.
Why not? I thought filed police reports are public record.
Not in this state, they ain't.
But I'm family. Doesn't that count for something?
You consider yourself family? I've never even seen you before in this town.
It's complicated.
Guess what's complicated? Not to mention illegal. Handing out evidence to anyone who asks for it.
All right, this guy's a butt.
Lenny, a little help here? Don't you agree that he's taking by the book too far?
Well, boss, she is his granddaughter, really. I don't think it's any...
Shut up, Lenny!
Don't you think I know that? There are rules. Am I the only one in here who cares about the law?
Too much coffee? Try not to pop a vein.
Do you want to see the inside of a cell?
Oh, cuff me, officer. Spare me the torment of your rhetorical questions and veiled threats.
Just follow the rules like everyone else. I've had enough of this nonsense.
Fine. Yeah, that won't get me
I mean, it was worth a shot.
a photo of the sheriff shaking hands with some bald guy in a suit.
Now that
Probably
I've
the mayor.
tased you,
It's
tell
always
me
the
everything
mayor.
I want to know.
Just some photo. Nothing special about it. A gold medal of some kind. Just some photo. Just some photo. I guess somebody's a winner. Tons of miscellaneous files. I don't see anything labeled as police reports, so those must be elsewhere. A potted plant. Looks a bit thirsty.
Yeah.
So we can probably pour out the coffee into the potted plant, and then he's gonna be like, well, Liddy, make me some more coffee.
I guess I could...
I guess we're not desperate enough yet.
I guess.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Hey, I need to see the police report from '81 when my grandfather was found by the old sheriff.
We only keep reports filed after 1990 in here, so I'd have to go check the archives in the other room. If it was up to me, I'd be happy to go take a look, but you heard the sheriff before. I'm sorry, but I can't help you unless he approves it.
Ugh, fine. Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Looks like talking isn't gonna help me get that report. I'll have to take matters into my own hands.
I gotta mess with the coffee now.
Lenny mentioned that the older police reports are kept in the room behind those doors.
So we pour out the coffee to distract Lenny as he goes to make more coffee, and then sneak into the archive room.
I'm surprised the sheriff didn't drain it himself.
Right?
All right, let's see how this plays out.
Lenny, quit loitering and make some goddamn coffee.
10-4, coming right up.
Oh, it better be.
Oh, I didn't even have to click on it.
Radical. And there's the bum.
Hey,
What? I can't hear you.
hey,
What?
if I ever feel the urge to clean, I'll know where to go.
Well, it looks like it's been drawn to be animated, so...
A jail cell. Looks cramped.
What's up with this jack-o'-lantern up here?
It's for Halloween.
I guess.
Computer monitor. Probably recovered stolen goods. There's no way small-town cops would be that up-to-date with the modern world.
Suggest the shelves are pretty sturdy, though.
No wanted posters. I'm disappointed.
Shouldn't have that monitor upside down.
Respect your
Nice.
CRTs.
That was getting annoying.
Hey,
Hi there.
so why'd they put you in that cell?
It's all just a big misunderstanding.
Is that so?
Yeah, I didn't mean to steal anything. I was just using my pockets to move the beer to the checkout.
That's the worst excuse I have ever heard.
For your information, I happen to have a deadly fear of shopping carts.
I take my last statement back. This excuse is even worse.
Hey, it wasn't your father who was killed by a shopping cart when you were 8.
I sure hope not.
To be fair, mine wasn't either. It was just Uncle Bob. But that doesn't mean it was any less traumatic, mind you. To this day, I still get nervous breakdowns at grocery stores.
I think I've heard enough, buddy.
You're right. We should stop before the flashbacks begin.
So, why is that?
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
that's
for you.
but I
You're
just
right.
going to be the same dialogue. Okay.
okay, gotta go.
See ya.
Though that does remind me. I should save my game.
What a good idea.
No wanted posters. I'm disappointed.
Another opportunity to use a phone. We can talk to Eileen.
Hi, this is Eileen speaking.
Hey, it's me, Kat.
Oh, hi, what's up?
What can you tell me
Kat,
about my
I'll tell you
grandpa?
over the phone. I'll fill her in about it later. I'm trying to get a hold of a police report concerning Grandpa, but the cops refused to give it to me.
Yep, the state laws are really strict about that sort of thing.
Ugh, there must be some way to get my hands on it.
Sure, but probably not within the boundaries of the law, Kathy.
Am I hearing this right? Are you encouraging criminal behavior, E?
Oh, I would never.
Okay, gotta go. Talk to you later.
Bye, Kathy.
I feel like Eileen is going to be our Grace Nakamura in this. As
Yeah,
far as like
I've got the same vibe.
the researcher.
Lenny, for the last goddamn time, stop leaving the locker keys on this table. Always put them back in your desk when you're done. This phone is not here for your personal calls either. The county shouldn't have to pay for your giggly shenanigans, Sheriff.
Giggly shenanigans.
I guess Lenny has a playful side to him.
An axe, a sledgehammer, and some other heavy tools. Brilliant idea to leave those lying around next to evidence lockers and locked cells.
So far, every character's been extremely straight-laced, apart from
These must
Kathy
be
and
the
this
archived
bum.
police reports that Lenny was talking about. Time to start digging. Yes, found it. August 16th, 1981. Let's have a look.
An individual was encountered on the side of the dirt road a few miles from Conwell Springs, blindly walking forward with his eyes wide open. The subject was identified as Joseph Rain. He did not respond when touched or spoken to. He appeared to be dirty from head to toe and wet up to his knees. Mr. Rain was fiercely clutching a small tape recorder, complete with tape. Being cooperative, he could be led into the squad car and transported back to town. 8/17/81, 12:25 a.m. Picked up Mrs. Rain and brought her along with Mr. Rain to the emergency room at the community clinic. 8/17/81, 8 a.m. Upon routine inspection of the patrol car, a tape recorder was found discarded on the back seat, filed as evidence in locker number 5.
We're gonna find that tape recorder, and Grandpa's gonna say, "I saw Cthulhu. It was really scary."
Locker number 5 is right there, but it requires a key.
Well, I gotta
According to
get
the
it from
note on the
Lenny.
table, the locker keys are kept in Lenny's desk. A large evidence locker. A big red gas can with a hose. Somebody probably used that to siphon gas.
Just so they can power their chainsaws.
I guess that's everything.
If I ever
I feel like the mop could be used just to like trip up the sheriff or Lenny if they kind of ran in here because we're doing so many crimes.
Yeah.
Lenny's gonna be like, what were you doing in there?
No, he's still making coffee.
He's very methodical
Lenny.
about it.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Could I get the keys to your evidence locker?
Do we just like make him make more coffee? It can't be that simple.
See ya.
Well, last time I had him make coffee, she automatically went to the back.
Mm-hmm.
Time to waste more coffee, I guess.
Lenny, coffee.
Jeez Louise, already? I'll take care of it, boss.
God, this sheriff's a butt.
Yeah, we don't even have the opportunity to get in there.
Mm-mm.
We don't have much in the way.
No.
I mean, we can offer Lenny our the report.
What really happened to you that night, Grandpa?
I guess it's worth a shot.
Sure, I'll show him the police report I stole from under his nose. That's a great idea.
All right, fine.
Hey, Kathy, wait.
What?
Do you eat foot? I mean, food?
Absolutely not. I feed on human misery. Relax, Lenny. Yes, I do eat food.
Oh, well, great. Can I buy you food sometime? And also buy food for me? And then maybe we can eat the food together?
I mean, apart from him being a cop, I think there's Lenny seems like a wholesome guy.
I'm really busy right now. Maybe later.
Oh, okay. See ya.
Man, I was hoping he was going to be like, hey, Kathy, check out this key to the evidence locker that I keep in my desk. Want to borrow it? Well, see you later. Well, I can't go back.
Well, we can ask Grandma about the report because she did express interest in it. She's gonna be like, "Well, I don't know if that's gonna accomplish anything." Barbara going like, "You gotta get that tape recorder." And we can go back to the cemetery and see that the priest is still hanging out, handing out brochures.
Maybe we can get Grandma to distract the guard, to distract Lenny while we steal the key.
Oh, hello, dear.
Maybe if we get Grandma to steal the key while we're going on a date with Lenny.
I got Truman's police report from when Grandpa was found in 81.
Good. Was there any useful information in it?
Yeah, it mentions him carrying a tape recorder. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, yes, Mr. Dicto. Joseph used to carry that thing with him everywhere. He could be absent-minded at times. It helped him remember things.
Mr. Dicto.
It feels like an unfortunate marketing decision to call
See
it
you later,
that.
Gramps.
Does.
Take care, dear.
Well, that at least confirms that the tape recorder would have been his.
I shouldn't overstay.
Still can't snoop.
But there could be all sorts of puzzle and inventory items up there. We could find out that we're a Schottenjäger. Well, it's wet now.
Conwell Springs. Rest in peace, Grandpa. I wish things could have been different.
Nothing
Can't
new
even
here,
steal
huh?
any flowers. Grandpa, look! I found the police
no.
report.
Oh,
Grandpa, what's your opinion of that church?
It's the brochure that priest gave me at the funeral. The logo stands out, but other than that, it's just the usual church mumbo-jumbo. Washing away your sins, salvation, blah, blah. There's also an address at the bottom. You know, if I ever feel like getting my God on. Huh. Good old Satan. Better get his snowmobile ready for that day.
That's exactly what I was hoping to find. If there's an address, maybe it's a place I can visit.
Seems like it, but also it seems very tangential to our investigation right now.
That's never stopped an adventure game before.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, well.
Back to the police station. Well, we need to get in that desk. That's the explicit direction we have. But it's not even a hotspot.
There isn't.
Fax machines.
So we basically need to get it directly from Lenny, it seems like.
Hey, do you mind if I use this phone here?
Sorry, that's not allowed.
Well, the note in the back mentioned, like, not using the phone for shenanigans, so maybe that, like, factors in somehow. I got the police report. Give me the locker key.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if I ask you a few more questions?
If you must.
You're distracting me from my coffee.
Sure. I'll show him the police. That's all for now.
Good.
So he offers us nothing new. Yeah, the phones are definitely a thing that has me curious.
Various notices and a wanted poster.
I'd love to know more about that wanted poster. Although it might not be related.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
You want
I
to
don't
go
wanna
for a
show him
smoke?
that. I don't want to. Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Next time we're at, like, Grandma's, we already showed her the Zippo, right?
Oh, that's nice. I can
Convenient.
just click on that and it'll do the coffee thing for me. I think I tried, but
I was just
yeah,
wondering if, like, that she knows anything about the
the
If I
BH.
ever.
yeah.
Bathy heroine.
Grandma, I know this is the third time I'm visiting you in the span of 10 minutes, but I'm trying to make up for lost time.
I know I haven't seen you in 15 years, but
I'm going to go for quantity over quality right now.
Oh, hello.
I don't want to show her that.
Well, fine.
My trusty Zippo. The only thing my deadbeat dad left me. There's a crude inscription, BH, which is a mystery to me. I don't want...
Bothering me.
There are a few things
Very well.
I don't want to show. Bye, Grandma.
So long.
Enjoy your tea.
People in this town sure do love their caffeine.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what else they gotta do?
Well, there's got to be something here in the sheriff's station.
It seems like we're pretty limited. That's the only relevant place here. But figuring out like if we can, I feel like that like taking up on the date would be the best opportunity to do anything to get him away from his desk. But also he's busy right now, and we don't really have much in the way of inventory. The game's been pretty stingy with inventory right now.
Yeah.
Coffee cups, both.
The game seems to much more favor like the social puzzle solutions. We still haven't really done anything with the bum, but also we don't really have any dialogue options or anything, at least not since we last checked.
Well, my instinct tells me that if there's anything to be done, it's going to be done in this room.
I don't want to give any of my stuff to a criminal. I might not get it back.
Now that's just presumptuous.
I don't want to give it.
Now that's...
I think he's been adequately punished as is. I'd
Do you
prefer
like
to electrocute
God?
something and or someone else. Hey,
Hi there.
Oh, okay.
you need to keep the blonde cop out there busy for a while.
I do?
$10 says you do.
I'd say my services in this matter are worth at least $20.
9,
15.
8,
Fine, 10.
7.
Deal.
Good.
So, what am I doing again?
Distract that young cop in the lobby. I don't care how you do it, as long as you keep him occupied for a while.
Okay then, let me know when.
Will do. Okay, gotta go.
See ya.
I guess we just
Hi
exit.
there.
Okay,
See.
Hey, the jail is off limits. You shouldn't be in there.
oh, sorry. I just heard someone yelling. I think that guy in the cell needs some help.
Ah, what now?
Okay, I have to make this quick.
Now it's a hotspot.
Okay, let's find the key to locker number 5. Got it.
Thanks, unnamed bum.
Only in an adventure game does it make perfect sense to click on the door and that makes the police receptionist make coffee.
All right, got it.
A large evidence locker.
Let's listen to it.
Note to self. Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. getting close to finding the source. I have a promising new theory. It should be ready for a test soon.
Attic.
Okay. Finally, we're going to ask Grandma about the attic. And also, the flower arrangement is going to be essential.
Not now.
It's probably going to be a password.
Nah, no need to record anything right now.
I'm amazed that after, 14 years, they still kept this tape recorder in one of 8 lockers?
Yeah. I mean, they don't have a lot of crimes around here.
Hey.
Hi there.
Okay, gotta go.
See ya.
Can't even be polite and ask him to, or thank him for his assistance? Well, I guess we're headed back to Grandma's house.
If I were in Grandma's shoes, I'd probably feel pretty emotional about hearing a recording of a loved one's voice after
ask Grandma
such a length
first.
of time.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, hello, dear.
Hey, Grandma, do you recognize this tape recorder?
Oh, yes, Mr. Dicto. Joseph used to carry that thing with him everywhere. He could be absent-minded at times. It helped him remember things.
Hey, Grandma,
Oh, you could...
I guess I can't play it for her.
would you mind if I took a look in the attic?
I suppose it would do no harm. Come with me.
I don't want you touching anything
Thanks,
without
Grandma.
permission.
You're welcome, dear. Be careful now.
The bulb looks burned out. I'll have to replace it.
Great.
Now this is a puzzle.
I'm trying to cut down on the pyromania.
Nothing. The bulb must be burned out.
Well, what's our hotspots we got?
Nothing.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to come back.
The bulb looks burned out.
Hey, Grandma, got any light bulbs?
Not a horrible idea, but I can't reach it. Besides, that light bulb looks like it wouldn't fit.
Ah, table lamp.
Free light bulb? Score?
I'm glad we didn't have to go to the cemetery for a light bulb.
Or the store.
There we go.
An electronic metal detector. Kinda clunky for a person to lug around without a specific use for it.
Ooh.
Mr. Bear! Oh, how did you get all the way up there? Good idea. You just keep watch. I'll do the searching.
This big old briefcase looks very inviting. Ah. Looks like the right number of digits for a date.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's not it. A worn office chair on wheels. I'm feeling a sudden urge to do a race.
Now it's not the
Doesn't
time.
look like
Kathy.
a. Also, doesn't really look like a steel case gesture chair. So
Yeah.
Empty.
Bottom of the barrel office chair here. Probably bought it from Kmart or something.
Empty. Just some old bills. Nothing interesting. A thick book about math.
Oh, that's what you decided
I need to have that.
Decades old coffee. Lovely. An old typewriter covered in cobwebs. Just some old bills.
Diagram.
It looks like someone was doing geometry. I can't make much sense of it. Various books and office supplies. Nothing in particular catches the eye.
A metal
An
detector.
industrial-sized jug of detergent.
Yeah, but she won't lug it around.
That's why you got to bring the middle to it.
I don't know what that would accomplish, but okay.
I'm trying to cut.
Yep, this is metal. The Secrets of Infinite Numbers by Arthur P. Gibson. Yellow, blue, and red, huh? Oh, God.
Prime numbers. Pi.
The Fibonacci sequence. Oh, God.
So what would it mean in this case? Like, I think that he said there's like, is it 3 roses or 2 roses that the paper
3
reporter said?
red, 2 yellow, and 1 blue, I think he said. Or maybe it was 2 blue and 1 yellow. Oh, that's right. We have to rewind our tapes.
Please be kind and rewind.
Remember, the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses, a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research and
Rewind 2.
I just don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting close to finding the source. I have a promising new theory. It should be ready for a test soon.
So, if it's just 3, was this going to be just like 2, 3, 5? Is that going to be it, or like whatever it has to be, like has to fit into like 6 digits ultimately?
So 3 roses is maybe the 3rd prime number.
Well, 5 would be the prime number here.
Okay, I don't know prime numbers. I don't know numbers.
Yeah, they've got to be only divisible by 1 in itself.
David, I like words, not math.
I mean, I do also prefer words.
So it has to only be divisible by 1? That's what makes a prime number?
1 in itself. So like 5, since you can't like divide it by 2, 3, or 4, is a prime number. So the ones that are highlighted white here are all the prime numbers. So it'd be all the information we would kind of need in this case.
But wouldn't 1 be a prime number if it's divisible by itself and divisible by 1?
Technically, I guess, but I think there's probably some nerd like stuff that kind of like rules it out. I forget, but the game's highlighting the stuff that's definitely prime numbers here.
No, this is a math YouTube channel now. We're gonna figure out prime numbers. I want to know more. No, I don't want to know more. You know what? Never mind. 2, 3, 5. Got it. 2, 3, 5. Regardless, so let's see. How could we interpret that?
Well, if like say blue is just the number 1 because like we had like 1 blue and 2 tulips, then that would just be a 1 maybe. I don't know how else to interpret the Fibonacci number, but like if it's 2 tulips, then maybe it's just the first 2 digits of pi, meaning 31. Like, that's the most, like, basic interpretation I can come up with. Like, 2, 3, 5, 1, and then 31. Now, there's a chance they're going to want us to do real math here, in which case we'll scream.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh my God. That worked.
Thanks, Grandpa. You knew that we would be idiots.
Wow. All right, well, we got an envelope.
None of this other ancient relic items are going to be of any interest or consequence to us.
Nothing else in here hidden by a math puzzle is of any import whatsoever. Just this one envelope.
What do we got?
Let's see what's in here. There were 2 pictures, a newspaper clipping, a key, and a tape inside.
Ooh.
Oh, and a single copper penny, too, for some reason. It's the penny I found in the briefcase. Looks like it was minted the same year I was born.
Grandpa and me, we had this game where he would hide pennies around the house and I would go on a treasure hunt. Never in the attic, though. I thought it was too scary up there. It's a small key, fairly modern design. No identifying tag, unfortunately. Tragic drowning in Conwell Springs. In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother. The funeral service will be held at Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July. The notice is dated July 15th, 1975. Tragic story. I wonder why Grandpa saved this. Grandpa in uniform with 2 other men. Something is handwritten on the back. Flight training, McConnell Air Force Base, 1941. Looks overexposed. I can't make much out. I think I see trees in the background, but most of the picture is just bright white. There's probably some way to enhance this back at school. I'll figure it out tomorrow when I'm back. The tape I found in the briefcase, labeled answering machine. It should play fine in Mr. Dicto.
What we got here?
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too. You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
I wonder who this Cocky is.
Cocky.
Gonna ask everybody in town if they know a Mr. Cocky. I was listening to my Dicto, and I heard about this guy called Cocky.
Wow.
I've already searched that.
So I wonder what this key could be used for. We haven't encountered anything else that's locked, have we?
Not that I recall.
That doesn't.
I feel like we are going to have a lot of verbal leads. Like, we're going to need to ask Grandma about these new leaves. We're going to ask the sheriff about these new leaves. Thank you for conserving energy. It's important to preserve the environment.
It's very important. Listen, I don't leave lights on if I can help it.
Oh, hello, dear.
There are a few things I need to ask you, Grandma.
Very well, dear.
Do you know anything about a young girl drowning around here?
Oh, yes. It was the saddest thing. She was only 16. We never really knew the family. They preferred to keep to themselves.
Do you remember the name of the girl or her family?
I'm awfully sorry, dear. I just can't recall.
That's okay, Grandma. I was just wondering why Grandpa would have wanted to save this.
Joseph was always affected by the tragedy of others. Perhaps he wanted to do something for the family. In any case, he didn't speak to me about it.
Can you tell me anything about McConnell Air Force Base?
It's not very far from Conwell Springs. Joseph was stationed there for some time during the war. I believe they're still training young pilots there today.
So, when did Grandpa enlist in the Air Force?
Oh, it was barely past the honeymoon when Joseph left to fight in that terrible war, together with his best friend Charles and my brother Andrew. Those were nerve-wracking years. I was so worried I thought I would burst. Every short visit from Joseph was a joy, but he kept going back to the front, to my great dismay. When I told Joseph about being pregnant with your father, he finally realized that enough was enough. He had done his duty. Shortly thereafter, he returned to a quiet farmer's life in this very house, helping your great-grandfather with the crops, until he passed.
Does the nickname
What do you know about Cocky
mean anything to you?
Sounds vaguely familiar. It reminds me of the aviator call signs Joseph and his friends gave one another. Joseph was vigilante. I can't count the number of times he got into trouble for breaking the rules. To this day, I have no idea how he always managed to land on his feet.
Must be hereditary, given the things I've gotten away with. Every time I wake up, I am genuinely surprised that I'm not in jail.
I'm sure it's not that bad, dear.
But to get back to the subject, you don't have any idea of who this Cocky is?
I'm afraid not, but the Air Force might be a good place to start.
Okay, let me ask again, Grandma. I need you to tell me if you know anything about penises.
Does this coin mean anything to you, Grandma?
I'm afraid not, dear.
Do you recognize this key, Grandma? I found it in the attic.
I'm afraid not, dear.
Do you know anything about this story, Grandma?
Not much, dear. It was the saddest thing. The girl was only 16 years old. We never really knew the fact.
Do you remember that?
I'm awfully...
That's quite all right.
Joseph was... And then...
Okay. Look at this photo I found in the locked briefcase.
Goodness, I haven't seen that picture in years. This was taken when Joseph was stationed at McConnell Air Force Base. That's him right there on the left.
What about the other two?
I don't remember the name of the smiling man in the back. The gentleman on the right was Joseph's best friend, Charles Wade.
Brams, can you tell me anything about this picture?
It looks awfully bright. Perhaps something was wrong with the camera.
Yeah, maybe. I should try to figure something out tomorrow at the university. I found
What do you know about math, Grandma?
Oh, yes. I bought it for Joseph's birthday once.
Wow.
He was always fascinated by numbers. He believed that math could explain everything in this world.
What a nerd.
He was a man of science. There's no denying that. What can you tell me about Charles Wade?
Well, I do know he has made quite a name for himself since he and Joseph went to war together. Apparently, he came up with some brilliant piece of engineering for the airplanes. They use it everywhere now.
Any idea how to get in touch with him?
I'm afraid not, dear. I haven't seen him for years. He and Joseph grew apart before you were born.
Any particular reason for that?
Oh, not that I know of.
And she's not going to give us anything for the ominous tape recorder of people calling the house in desperation.
I don't think we need to discuss that anymore since... Hey, Grandma, do you...
Oh, yes. He could be absent.
Yeah.
Well, we can always try.
Well, goodbye.
Can always try replacing the tape.
Do you recognize this tape?
A person who called himself Cocky left a message on this tape. Does that nickname mean anything to you?
Sounds vaguely. Joseph was too...
But...
I'm afraid...
I guess that's the only thing of interest on this cassette tape, not the two very ominous messages that came before it.
See you later, Gramps.
Take care, dear.
Well,
we kind of know from that tape that something weird was going on, something mysterious, something that we're probably going to want to know what happens with.
Yeah, something strange is going on. Grandpa seems like he was in over his head, went into a coma, and now he's dead. And I guess we're going to plumb the depths of this mystery a little bit more next week as we return to Kathy Rain on Saving Often. What are your thoughts so far, my friend?
So I think that I'm enjoying the presentation. It's seeming very solid generally. Puzzles have not been overly complicated yet. And then part of that might be just smoothing over from the director's cut. But we've been going at a good clip, so I appreciate that. I think that the dialogue can veer a little corny, but it's been good.
Yeah, it's a little bit corny. This is definitely from the newer school of adventure games that places more emphasis on atmosphere, setting, dialogue, as opposed to having mind-breaking puzzles, which I do appreciate. You know, I love a good puzzle, but I also like a nice, smooth adventure game curve, and it seems like Kathy Rain's going to give us that. I do agree about some of the dialogue. Some of Kathy's snarkiness is a little too on the nose. And I'm a little worried about where they're going to go with the religious themes, because it's a tight line to walk.
Yeah, and it feels like it's going to veer in either one of two extremes here.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully they'll handle it with some subtlety and nuance and give an interesting direction to it. But so far it feels like it's going to be a the church is bad storyline, which, you know, can be done well. But we'll see. We'll see where it goes. We don't have enough context. All we have right now is a strangely pushy priest, a roommate who just adores God and also likes Titanic.
And isn't that the most ominous foreshadowing of all?
It is. That might tell us everything we need to know, but I guess we're going to find out as we proceed. So thank you very much, as always, for joining us. Remember to save early or save late. Just remember to save. Save your game at all times so you don't lose progress. We'd hate for you to have, I don't know, some kind of a fatal crash while, roaming the Oregon Trail and having to restart from the beginning. So save early and save often. It'll do you good and you'll thank yourself later. And take care of yourselves. Thank you very much.